Hey, what's up YouTube? So, Victorinox came out with a new knife, relatively new. At least this was new to me. This is from their Live to Explore collection. This is the New York model. They also have a Paris and Sydney model. This is the companion. So this is what you will get in the box. It comes with that lanyard, right? And there's the knife. So like I said, they have different color schemes for this: New York, Paris, and Sydney. And yeah, the New York was the least fruity of the three in my judgment. This knife is a 3-layer design, right, with corkscrew and with a key ring. There's the handle scales. Interesting. This knife was about $75. This is competing with all the other 3-layer Victorinox knives, so that is some stiff competition. All right, here's the official weight on the knife. We've got 83.8 grams. Let's change the unit. 2.96 ounces. Here's a look at the tool set. So you've got the knife blade, you've got a bottle opener with a flathead and a wire notch. You've got scissors. It's a nail cleaning and nail file tool. So it's a grooming tool there. And the new thing, they're calling this their package opener. Right, their package opener. Okay, there's a better close-up look at the package opener. All right, so you see how they've done that. They've basically taken like their can opener and they've altered it, right? You see that? They took their can opener and they altered it like so, right? And now like it has an edge, right? It's like a chisel edge, chisel ground, right? And so they're calling this their package opener. Okay, that's interesting. Now the package opener does still have a flat end, right? So you could use that as a flathead still. It's taking up the slot that usually would have the can opener, so it really depends how useful the can opener is. Now here's a close-up of the instructions that came for that package opener. Place the package opener at a flat angle to the cardboard box. Alright, so basically press the tip in, draw it across. On the back of the knife you also have a corkscrew, you have the parcel hook, and you have an awl and a reamer. The knife also has 3 different tools on the handle scales, right? 2 on that side and 1 on that side. On one side is the tweezers, and the other 2 tools are the toothpick and a pen. I believe they were trying to market this to international travelers, right? Because they're calling it the Live to Explore, right? And the package opener, well, I guess they figure you're rich and you're buying a lot of stuff, so you need a package opener. I hope that's true. So I did test it out. Okay, so that's actually what it does. It will cut right through. So basically, if you press the tip of this into a box and pull it, it'll cut it like that, right? It'll cut it kind of cleanly. Yeah, I mean, it'll cut the material of a box, okay? So that's the lowdown on the package opener. Now, I have also seen videos where people suggested you could use it on, like, packaging like this. I'm gonna pierce it through this plastic. All right, it went through. And, so now it's cutting through the plastic. Okay, so yeah, it actually did cut through that. I don't know if you can see that, but it actually did cut through that. Yeah, you can see that, right? So I mean, yeah, you could open stuff like this with it. This will be a future review. Now, as far as the other things on this knife, the blade, those are exactly the same as on all your other Victorinox, right? So I'm not gonna test those because I've already tested them on like 10 different knives, right? So I mainly wanted to show you that package opener, but I will show you the scissors just because I love Victorinox scissors. Love them. Victorinox scissors work great. Right or left hand, doesn't matter. Yeah, so these are the same awesome scissors that, you know, we know and love from Victorinox. So before I bought this, I actually did watch a bunch of reviews just to see, you know, is this actually good? And I read a lot of the comments on the reviews I watched. About 80% of the comments that I read, people were just glad that Victorinox had come out with literally anything new. But 20% of the commenters, roughly, they didn't like it. They said that they thought the new tool was just silly and unnecessary, and a couple people said, you know, they don't know what the heck Victorinox is thinking. So yeah, that's the public response. But you gotta understand, with companies like Victorinox that are super successful, they're kind of too big to fail. You know, they eventually stop listening to the public and they start trying to dictate what the public should like rather than being very responsive. But as a collector and fan of Victorinox, I am glad that I picked this up. It seems like Victorinox is going the route of trying to cater more to collectors and less to just the average person who works with tools and knives every day. Yeah, you know, when I was a kid, a Swiss knife was something that a Cub Scout or a Boy Scout might have out in the woods. You know, I was actually a Cub Scout. If you just need a Victorinox to use, I don't know, I like the Ranger, I like the Fieldmaster, I like the Farmer X.